The Daffodils by William Wordsworth. The poet William Wordsworth is considered to be one of the most important and talented poets in the English literature. He was famous for writing romantic poems describing the beauty of nature. Wordsworth is often known as the nature lover. Concerning the theme, the poem from its title suggests the poet's admiration of the beauty of nature, as the daffodil is a kind of flowers with bright yellow color. As for the first stanza, concerning the paraphrase, the poet told us that he was wandering, walking aimlessly, just like a cloud over the hills and valleys of the mountain lake in England, when suddenly he came across a large number of golden daffodils beside that lake, under the trees. Those flowers were fluttering and dancing in the breeze, the soft wind, in the morning, in a joyful way. As for the figures of speech in stanza 1, we have a simile in the first line, when the poet said, "I wander lonely as a cloud." The poet directly compared himself to a cloud, using the word as. We also have a personification in the third and fourth lines, when the poet said, "When all at once I saw a crowd, host of golden daffodils." So the poet personifies the daffodils as a group of people gathering together. The poet also presents a new personification in the last line of the first stanza, when he personifies the daffodils as a human being or a lady who is dancing. As for the alliteration, in the fifth line, as the sound B is repeated in the words beside and beneath. Coming to the rhyme scheme, in the first stanza, it goes A, B, A, B, C, C. Going to stanza 2, as for the paraphrase, in the second stanza, the poet goes on describing the beauty of daffodils when he compared them to the shining stars, which stretched in a continuous line just like stars in the galaxy of the Milky Way. The poet draws a wonderful picture for the flowers that were visible as far as the poet could see along the shoreline of the bay, the lake. That's why he uses the phrase never-ending line, also using adjectives like continuous and never-ending by the poet may suggest the everlasting effect on him. In addition to having this enormous number of flowers, they were tossing their heads as if they were dancing in happiness. Actually, the poet was greatly influenced by the beautiful image of the amazing daffodils, which was reflected on his feeling that everything around him is joyful and enjoyable. As for the figures of speech in stanza 2, we have a simile when the poet said, "Continuous as the stars." Here the poet compares the flowers to the shining stars, using the word as. Also, we have a personification when the poet said, tossing their heads in a sprightly way. The poet here personifies the daffodils as a human being or a lady who is dancing happily. We end with the rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme goes D, E, D, E, F, F. Thank you.